This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Joe Maddon is heading west. Find out where he'll spend the next part of his Major League career next. Hello and thank you so much for your time. I'm Ken Carr with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Hazleton's own Joe Maddon has been hired by the Los Angeles Angels. He was a bench coach for the team in 2002 when they won the World Series, and he was with the Angels organization for 31 years on the way to becoming a manager for the Tampa Bay Rays, and he just finished up 5 years in Chicago with the Cubs where he won a World Series. In other news, a group of state senators are requesting a probe into the planned closing of the Whitehaven State Center and the Polk State Center. Senators John Udechak, Lisa Baker, Scott Hutchinson, and Michelle Brooks sent this letter to Inspector General Bruce Beamer. The senators believe that the decisions to close the centers could have life or death consequences for the residents who live there. It's a big event to benefit local nonprofit organizations. Laurel Mall property manager Rocco Aruzzo tells us that the mall will host its annual Fall Community Carnival this Saturday.
The Fall Community Carnival this year, we're going to have a lot of the nonprofit organizations come. We're going to locate it here in the Boscov's wing, and they have a lot of food, and they sell their turkey trays. They do prizes. You know, they have a lot of merchandise to sell, and again, it's for the nonprofit organization. So it's always a nice event that we have twice a year. We do spring and then fall.
Why is it so important for the mall to do things like this for the community?
Well, I think so. We have to support the community, and Laurel Mall is very big on that. We want to help the community out. So when we get our nonprofits that call us and say, hey, can we do a show or can we do something, it is very important because they support the Laurel Mall. So in turn, we want to turn around and support them also.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Will we see more rain tonight? Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service as we take a look at some fog in downtown Hazleton this afternoon. 80% chance of rain mainly before 9 p.m. tonight. It could be heavy at times. Low of 42 degrees. Breezy with wind from 14 to 20 miles per hour. Thursday, we do have a chance of showers mainly before 9 a.m. 30% chance. Mostly cloudy, high of 49. Wind gusts as high as 36 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy at night. Windy again with a low of 42. Partly sunny, high of 51 on Friday. Down to 34 at night with patchy frost after 3 a.m. Areas of frost before 9 a.m. on Saturday. Sunny, though, with a high near 56. Mostly clear at night, low of 39 degrees. Sunday is mostly sunny with a high of 61 and partly cloudy on Sunday night with a low of 44 degrees. Get ready to dial. Call us now, 570-455-7267, extension 108, to enter to win a gift card to Booty's Place in the Churchill Mall. We need your full name, phone number, and today's secret word, which is bread. The winner will receive a $15 gift card to Booty's Place, quality homemade food made to order. Remember, you can only win once every 30 days on SSPTV. Let's recognize some great accomplishments on the high school gridiron and see where our local teams fall in this week's high school football Kohl Scale rankings. Here's our local teams in the lignite grade looking for a spark. The Marion Colts earned a hard-fought first victory of the season against Shenandoah Valley. Lucas Stroya's 38-yard field goal in the second quarter proved to be the difference for the Colts. Xavier Ocasio helped out with 22 carries for 146 yards on offense, and he had an interception on defense. Mason Miller found Luis Terran for a 54-yard touchdown pass for Marion, and Shenandoah Valley's Joseph Carvois hit Alex Donchak for a 9-yard touchdown for the Blue Devils. The Hazleton area Cougars lost a tough one in overtime to Scranton at home. Scranton had a chance to win it in regulation, but Kevin Mollusky picked off a pass for Hazleton at the 1-yard line. Mollusky also caught a big 42-yard pass from Kellen Warner, and the two connected on a 5-yard touchdown strike. Matthew Casadas had the other Cougar touchdown on an 11-yard reverse play. Up in the bituminous grade, the Monterey area Golden Bears are so ready to catch fire after their second straight win moves them to 5-3 on the year. Danny Lawrence and Ben Terry both rushed for over 100 yards for the Bears. Terry had 3 rushing touchdowns and Lawrence had 1. Lawrence hooked up with Hayden Wall for a 20-yard touchdown pass as well. Alexis Perez also contributed a rushing touchdown and had 78 yards on the ground. The Bears D stopped 2 Panther Valley drives into their territory with turnovers. One was a George Budahas interception. The Mono area offense scored touchdowns off of both takeaways. Both of our teams on fire in the anthracite grade got victories on Friday. Tamaqua beat Lehighton 54-6. I don't know how to calculate passer rating, so I'm going to give Braden Knobloch 5 SSPTV stars for going 15 of 19 for 214 yards with 3 touchdowns for Tamaqua. Knobloch also rushed 4 touchdowns. Nate Boyle had 109 rushing yards and a touchdown, and Nate Kirby had a big 57-yard touchdown run for the Raiders. Tamaqua's defense held Lehighton to 109 yards. On top of the coal scale once again is North Schuylkill. The win over Blue Mountain gives the Spartans 5 straight wins and gives them a 3-0 record in Schuylkill League Division 1. Zach Chwanski ran 21 times for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's 9 yards a carry according to a calculator I found on Google. Quarterback Jaden Leiby found Tyler Elsden and Dylan Dietz for touchdown passes. Dietz also had an interception, and so did teammate Bryce Weichel. What else? Oh, Elsden rushed for 102 yards as well. That's it for another exciting week in the mines. 2 hat tricks and 1 big win for the Lady Cougar field hockey team. Here's the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. Hazleton area beat Delaware Valley 9-1, and they are currently the number 2 seed for the District 2 AAA playoffs. Gabby Cavanas had a hat trick, and so did Jill Bookman. We have a story on Bookman coming soon on SSPTV News. Mike Mahalchik had 2 goals in Hazleton's boys soccer win over Berwick. The Lady Cougar soccer team lost to Wyoming Valley West. Wyoming area swept by MMI in girls volleyball. Hazleton area also lost in girls volleyball, and North Schuylkill, they beat Schuylkill Haven with Tara Stravinsky earning 11 kills. At the District 2 Doubles Girls Tennis Championships, Hazleton's Alyssa Mazurek and Madeline Terracino fought their way to the quarterfinals, where they lost to a team from Abington Heights. Lady Cougars Alonda Segura and Sydney Shoemaker lost in the second round, as did MMI's Catherine Pinto and Lindsay Bronstein at the AA competition. More sports to come, including Ron Marchetti's Short Shot segment. He talks high school football and so much more in just a bit.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Tomorrow, you're invited to come out to the Strand Roller Rink in McAdoo to meet the 9 candidates that are running for council in the borough. The event will run from 5 to 9 p.m. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Lester George Bouts Jr. of Zion Grove. A memorial service will be held Friday at 8 p.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home and Drums. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. William A. Ciabattoni Jr. of Eagle Rock. The Harmon Funeral Home and Drums will announce their arrangements. Nancy Margaret Cordick of Hazleton. Services have not been announced. Dolores M. Cookie McGuire of Hazleton. Friends may call Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Paul G. Medvitz of Fleetwood. A service will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home. John J. Johnny Nicolardi Sr. of Drums. Mass be Friday at 10 a.m. at St. Jude's Roman Catholic Church in Mountaintop. The Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Youth Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Vida Nikolic of Hazleton. Funeral will be Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the funeral home. John R. Pavick of Hazel Township. Mass be Friday at 9:30 a.m. at Good Shepherd Roman Catholic Church. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 9:30 a.m. at the church. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Marion E. Shenyo of Nuremberg. The Harmon Funeral Home and Drums will announce their arrangements. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.